certified driving instructor. Let's go ahead and get it. Obviously, when there's rain on the road, it's extremely dangerous. So what I need you to do is follow these tips and guidelines to help you become a better driver. We're on a service drive right now, so the speed limit here, it could be 25, it could be 35. If you're not sure, drive at the lower speed. You're passing through some warning signs. This is a school zone warning, school zone crossing, telling us that there are cars in school zones, so you gotta be careful. Gotta yield. There's cars that could come off the expressway. If you're not sure, you roll down your window, take a look. That's what I've done. This is an outside view today. We have a traffic light. So obviously here in the United States and many places around the world, red is a prohibitory color. So this means stop. We're going to stop right here and just wait. We look left and right to make sure it's clear. Then we proceed. Cars will just pull out, like this black car just pulled out in front of this burgundy car. So you as a driver need to be made aware. It is 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's about defensive driving. If you were driving with me and I was instructing you, I would tell you, maintain safe speed, take your time, be patient. We have no rush. In many occasions, you'll see people who are in a hurry, and their hurry and speeding just should not impact you. They're taking the crossover. They go across. We have some other warning signs ahead, so I'm going to squeeze my brake. This warns us that up here we have a regulatory sign. So you may be asked on your test, what does this sign mean? This is a stop sign. And then we have a school zone crossing. We're talking about preparing for the test and some of the drama you may encounter. So here we have to yield, and the yield does become a stop because of the volume of traffic. So we're just going to wait and take our time, and whenever it's a gap, we'll go. The gap is the space between traffic. You could be taking your road test on a day like this, so this will definitely help you get more prepared. And then I'm in the lane that I need, and then I squeeze my brakes. As long as we can see the rear of the tires, we're good. In the rain, you want to reduce speed. Make sure you have good wipers, your tires in good shape, your car mechanics are in great condition. Really important. Usually your car needs attention when you really need to drive it. Adverse weather conditions, rain, sleet, snow, or heavy rain. You should always check your mirror once you are at a stop, because people could rear end you, so you want to check. We're going to be merging on expressway, so I want you to see what's going on and listen. I'm slowly picking up speed. I have my blinker on early, and then I'm going to look over my left shoulder and go into the first lane. And I'm good. So now I'm going to squeeze my brakes and just look ahead and settle down into a good smooth driving path. Make a lane change, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. They are out-of-state drivers, so you need to be aware of them and what they'll do. Brake lights give you indication of what you need to do. We're at 40 in a 55. Whenever there's rain or snow or sleet, you must drive at a speed that is safe and reasonable for the conditions on the road. I have both hands on the wheel, hands free. This is one of the most difficult times during the day to drive. A lot of traffic, people are tired, long work week. So you just want to be patient and take your time in the process. If you have questions, feel free to type them in. There's no one advantage of getting in any of the lanes. The middle lane is the smooth lane. I'm going to take your time and gradually accelerate. You don't want to slam the brakes, nor do you want to hit the gas pedal really hard. I'm not scanning left and right. Most learners just look ahead. You can also use the reflection on the ground to help you identify, what cars are doing. And whenever it's raining like this, it does slow the flow of the traffic down. Traveling at 30. Engine revolutions 1,000. Fuel is set a half a tank. Temperatures in the middle. Operating range is normal. You always want to squeeze your brakes to keep space, because if you're rearing someone, you will be at fault in most states. So we're not trying to have an accident. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. We're talking about some of the drama and driving and the dangers. So we want to have good speed, good space, and be smooth. The truck has 4 blind spots: left side, right side, front, and back. The weather's getting worse and the speed's starting to pick up, so I'm looking at people merging on and what's in front of me. I'm not staring at the speedometer. Avoid staring at the speedometer. People will just cut in front because they're thinking it's a quick way, but it's not. This is a typical expressway in North America. Some have 5 lanes, some have 3, some have 2. squeezing the brake with the ball of my foot. Use the ball of your foot. If you use the tip of your toes, the pedal could slip. If you don't have patience, you won't be a good driver. Patience is developed through training, concentration, and focus. Driving does take focus. And you also want to be empathetic and help others when they need to get in or change lanes. It's a good feeling when you help someone. The road tester will have you get on into the first lane and get off at the next exit. We keep a good speed, good space. We go from 10 to 40, back down to 10. I'm going to be courteous and let them merge over, change lanes. We're from Virginia, so we're probably heading to a charging station. I believe that's a Tesla. I don't know what model it is. If you do, tap it in. So this is where it gets real congested. We're in the middle lane. I think we're good. The lanes to the right, you'll definitely get cut off. There are 3 lanes here. There are 2 lanes merging. Yep, they're from Virginia. This is a good perspective. And as the flow moves, I was waiting for them to actually get over. I was going slow. So people are waiting, and that's a good indicator. I'm going about 25 miles an hour. And you may say, wow, this is really slow, but we're still moving and we're okay. Each car is keeping about a car length, which is not bad. Got a lot of heavy stop and go traffic. So we're just taking our time, being patient. And I think this type of traffic makes you a better driver because you have to learn to kind of manage your own emotions and behavior when you're out here driving, because only you can do that. Because if you lose control over your emotions, you will have road rage and you will snap on anyone and everyone in your area. Our fuel is below half the tank. Temperature is normal, range in the middle. We're at 20 miles an hour. And we're at 1,000 RPMs, revolutions per minute. This is the HTS, the Highway Transportation System. So you want to have space, good speed, good space, and a smile. Try to teach all my students that. If you have questions, type them into the comments for me. Traffic is starting to pick up again, so I'm gradually accelerating, not real fast. I'm looking ahead as far as possible because we do have a lot of stop and go traffic, and we do not want to rear end someone. If you have questions, this is the time to ask. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Ask some questions, both hands on the wheel. I'm trying to ride in the grooves of the tires. So when you ride in the grooves of the tires, you'll have more traction. And when the weather's really bad like this, you'll definitely, the probability of you losing control is much greater. So I want to be really gentle on the throttle and take my time. Have any of you been driving in the rain? If so, let me know. This is typical rush hour traffic. We were just at 40, now we're back down to about 10. Traffic is moving okay, but I'm not one to overdo it. I want to just take my time, so I'm losing my space. So I'm just going to squeeze my brakes really easy. So that's pretty good. Trying to keep space so I don't tailgate. It's one of the biggest causes of accidents. People tailgating. If you guys have been in the rain, type it in. Have you been on a rain drive before? Do you know some of the common dangers? Traffic's moving pretty good, so I'm happy with that. And then when you're driving, you just have to take your time and don't let this type of weather influence your driving style or behavior, because in many people it does. It makes them very angry. This is a typical expressway drive, living from the city out to a rural area, city out to a suburban area. A 45-minute drive can take up to 2.5 hours. And as far as you can see, there's so much traffic bumper to bumper. And I think people who are impatient, this is what kind of gets them into that road rage level 3, road rage level 4, where they deliberately cut you off. They won't let you merge in. And there's a lot of drama from that. There's also things you can't control. We can't control the weather. We can't control the flow of the traffic. But yet people get very angry and they become drama kings of the crown and drama queens. The queen. Drama can be avoided by leaving early, planning for events such as this, and knowing that it's going to take you a lot longer to get home. You will be irritable, you will be a little bit tired, but you'll be home safe and sound. Many of you are probably saying, what is the problem? How come traffic isn't moving? The sheer number of cars, probably over 3,000 cars. I'm just estimating the cars around here. Definitely over 3,000 cars that are stopping and rolling forward. Just looking at traffic and keeping pace. I made a decision to stay on this route, and that's fine. If you're impatient, you'll try to get all the way over to the right and take a less traveled route down, but it really won't save you any time because you're going to have a lot of lights and traffic. Around this curve, traffic usually picks up. So we should see the flow of traffic, and you can see it picking up now. So a lot of drivers are like, whoosh, I'm glad. Slow down coming again. So you just keep your space. I'm using the ball of my foot. Driving heavy traffic right now. Typical stop and go. You want to keep space. Our fuel is at a half a tank. Our temperature is in the middle, which is normal. H is hot. C is cold. We're at about 900 RPMs. And we are at about 19 miles an hour. We're at about 35 miles an hour. About a fourth of a tank of fuel. 1,000 to 1,100 RPMs, revolutions per minute. If I start chasing this car, I'll hit them, so I don't want to chase them, but I want to gradually just accelerate. This car in front of me, just cut over. You heard my foot slide to the brake. This is a very long straightaway for about 25 miles. You should never cut off semi-trucks, but yet we see a lot of cars do this. I'm not going to go anywhere near that truck. There are 4 blind spots: left side, right side, front, and back. We're at about 65. Fourth of a tank. Temperatures in the middle. There's a lot of traffic. This is typical in any place in North America, large urban areas. It's incredible how in Hawaii there's a drought. People lost their lives, and here in this part of the country or world, it's raining. So it's a lot of weather. Squeezing my brakes, taking my time. I'm at 40, but now we're slowing down again. So now I'm at 20. Now I'm at 10, so that traffic will stop and go. And you better pack your patience, because if you don't, you won't be comfortable. We're at 30. Ports of attack, temperatures in the middle. We're at about 1700 RPMs, revolutions per minute. And sometimes, because there's not a lot of visual stimulation, you do get a little bit tired. Turn the wipers up a little bit for you guys. And sometimes there's so much rain you can't see. So I'm trying to keep it straight. You can see the rain. Still very hard to see. So I'm at about 55, speed limit 70. Many places around the world have a basic speed law. You must drive at a speed that is reasonable and safe for the conditions on the road. So we're dealing with heavy traffic. We're going over a bridge, and you just want to maintain a comfortable distance. No one's trying to tailgate. We're in someone. That's the most common type of collision. The rear end collision. As you can tell, as we get closer to going out of the country, the weather gets worse and worse. So we just want to maintain a good straight directional path and just stay as smooth as possible. I'm going to have to get over one lane because I'm not going to hold up the flow of the traffic. That's what good drivers do. So I want to model that mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You have to look over your shoulder. Now the left lane is the passing lane. You're going to see cars going by much faster, and that's fine. That's what it's for. I'm trying to maintain good control, trying to be predictable. The weather's getting really bad as we go out of the country, so you always have to plan ahead for circumstances. Make sure you have plenty of petrol, make sure your GPS is working, and make sure your car's in great mechanical condition. I'm going to get over one lane to the right, and I'm trying to keep my space. You can see people driving much more aggressive. That white vehicle to the left, they are flying, and that's how accidents happen. So we have someone pulling a trailer with bikes, so I want to back off from them. I do not want to be by them. I'm trying to be as smooth as possible and take my time. I'm going to get off of this exit 100 feet or half a block. Now I'm off the gas. A lot of beginners go 50, 60, and then you're going to end up losing control. So you want to slow down more sooner than later. Get my foot's off the gas, so going in real smooth and easy. Just taking my time. Turn on my left turn signal. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. There are two left lanes. I want to be in the inside left lane. And I want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. If I can't, then I'm too close. I'm looking left and right. I want to be right by that double yellow. That was a good lane. It was a good turn. I'm scanning the intersection, maintaining my speed. You can see it's getting real bad. If you can see it, type in yes in there so I know. You can see it's getting worse now. Oh boy. Like we got a storm here. If it gets real bad, I may have to pull over. So you got to use common sense in this weather. I'm going to wait till there's a big gap. A gap is a space. Still waiting. Have to be patient. You're probably saying, where are all these cars coming from? They're all over the world. And then here's my gap. I turn, and I turn out real smooth. So now I'm going to be picking up a client, and we're going to be working on turns. And this is a partially controlled intersection. There's a stop sign left and right. And then this intersection is also partially controlled. So I'm going to turn on my blinker down, that's left. I'm going to have a complete stop. And then I'm going to wait. I see a truck coming. I barely saw the truck, so I'm going to wait. There's no blinker. How am I supposed to know what they're doing? I'm not. So that's confusion that you see. I think this guy has a temporary road bump or something here. So if we were in neighborhoods, I'm looking for you to look ahead, take your time and have good speed control. We're going to be making a right. This is an outside view today. So I'm going to turn slow, and I want to keep the reel toward the right side. That car up there should have headlights on. We have really bad weather. Taking my time. You can see all this rain. So I'm going to take you around through this residential area. You have an idea what's going on. If you have questions, go ahead and ask. As I'm driving, I'm looking, God, they got a blinker on. They hurt me. We're in North America. So I'm just taking my time. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. We're talking about general driving, drama in driving. Neighborhoods are the most dangerous, so we're in a really dangerous area. And people would speed, not stop. And this is a warning sign that says no outlet, so I got to be mindful. I'm going to go in slow to the turn. Take my time. But I'm trying to be as smooth and deliberate as possible. And this is a clover leaf. So I'm going to go in and turn. You must be getting ready for the cruise. I think that's the 65 Mustang. I'm going to turn out. So I like to see students really have great speed control in neighborhoods. We'll make 12 right turns, 12 left turns, 5 parallel parks. Practice doing 3 quick turnarounds. And then I want to see you stay to the middle right. Trying to be as smooth as possible. Notice I'm to the middle right. This is all the way to the middle. right turn on the street, 100 feet or half a block. Squeeze my brake, and you can see from the front end when I turn. And this is a T intersection. We have a stop sign, but the cross traffic does not. So I'm going to go ahead and make a right turn, a complete stop. I look left and right, and then I proceed. Going out slowly. This is what they call a cul-de-sac or a circle drive. So I go in slow. A lot of beginners don't look where they're going, and literally they go off the road. So I'm turning and looking out my left window, and then I turn out. I'm going to make a left turn on this street, so I'm signaling now, and I'm looking for traffic. That's water that you hear. Yeah, definitely. This is a semi-controlled intersection. Have a complete stop. Look left and right. If you run this through your road test, you will fail. There are different routes that the instructors take you on. I'm not showing you one of many. A series of rights and lefts, and then halfway into the turn, and then you turn out. Leave comments if this was helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. I'll make more of these driving tutorials. Let me know. I do appreciate you very much. I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will probably make some more content later this evening. Goodbye. Thank you.